Good morning. It's Johnny Sunshine here. Monday morning. I think it's the 14th of August. Unfortunately, it just dawned on me when I said that today, when I was a kid, I think I was 18, 19 years old. My best friend was killed. And Bella, shh. It blew me up. It tore me up, man. I hung around with this kid every day of my life, man. He was like a brother to me. And his death just came on the heels of my brother. You know, a few years earlier, my brother, he was only 21 when he got killed, and so wasn't my friend. My brother died in a car accident. My best friend got in a fight with a guy, and the guy stabbed him, and he died. Terrible, but it was a couple of profound things in my life. Very hard, but today it's Monday. I'm still here. I survived, and I'm heading back to this Grohe job. I just want to tell you, the effort. I want to explain what happened with this job and the effort that I've put in to make this job right, and how a lot of things. It's not always you having all the answers. It's knowing the people who might have the answers. So I go to this job. I can't get the handle off on this shower because the set screw's so tiny that it appeared that multiple people had tried to take this handle off and weren't able to. That's why it was still broken. I was the second or third plumber on this job. Why they put small set screws in like that is beyond me. I mean, it's the size of a pinhead. So anyways, I decided, the cartridge needs to be replaced anyways, so I got this thing in a position where I could just cut the handle off without damaging the handle. And when I pulled it off, I realized that was not what I cut was not part of the cartridge. It was an extension, a 2-inch extension piece. But I opened the valve up. After that, I took the trim out, the trim off, and I looked at the valve body, and it was like something I'd never. Bella, come on. Never seen it before. Had no idea what it was. But I was able to take it apart, get the cartridge out, and I told the lady, this was on Friday, and I told the lady I'm going to try to get the parts for this thing and do some research and see what happens. So anyways, from there, I take all the parts with me, the trim, everything, the handle, in case people want to, they ask questions, they want to, well, what's it look like, blah, blah, blah. So that's the best thing to do. Take everything with you, but what's in the wall, and I took a picture of that. So anyways, come to find out, I go to Gorman's, which is a company that I buy most of my stuff from, but they don't have a good supply of parts. I mean, they're basically a new construction supply house. They're selling volume of all kinds of stuff, but they're not a parts house. You're not going to get specialty parts there. So anyways, I go in there, and one guy I talked to, and the guys at the counter had no idea what it was. I'm showing them the video and the pictures, and they say, well, maybe this one guy will know. So this kid walks out. He works in the front now. He used to be a counter man, but he works out. He's got a desk job now. He comes out and he takes his phone out and he takes a picture of the cartridge, using Google search or whatever that app is, and bam, it pops up. It's a Grohe cartridge. Bella, shush. It's a Grohe cartridge. They don't sell them, but I know in Sarasota where all these very, very ritzy houses where they buy all their fixtures. It's called Plumbing Place. Very, very high-end plumbing stuff, and I was sure that that's where they bought this stuff. Anyway, come to find out, when I got there to Plumbing Place to pick up a cartridge, see if they had it, which they did, they looked at the pictures, and I had the nose cone for the faucet, and on it had a little mark on it, three marks. They said this little mark here, which you can't even see, I mean very tiny, dictated the line of faucet that it was from Grohe. Then on the top there was a W and an M, pretty close together, and that they said, oh, that's a Watermark faucet. Well, Watermark Faucets is a company, I guess. I did a little research on them, seeing if they have parts, but Watermark is a high-end plumbing company, plumbing fixtures, faucets and stuff, really cool stuff. They're out of Brooklyn, New York. They've been in business for about 40 years, and so we figured out the name, all this stuff. I got the cartridge. My problem was I cut this extension in half, and I'm not going to be able to get this thing back together without either a new extension or repair the one I have. So that was the dilemma I was faced with, and on Friday afternoon, I did a lot of legwork, a lot of research, and so yesterday on Sunday I decided that I was going to give it a shot, just trying to screw this thing back together and then use solder, which is pretty strong, man. Stronger than a lot of people give it credit for. And obviously if I was a machinist and had a bunch of tools at my disposal, I would have done it different. I would have, you know, notched the top of that where there's like almost like a labyrinth to increase the surface area of the solder and actually give it some grabbing power. But I think between the solder and the stainless steel screw that's holding that thing together, and a very easy functioning shower cartridge, and I'll be honest, even the cartridge that was in there, the old one, it turned easily. The problem was that the pressure balance mechanism was frozen, so you couldn't get any water out of it. So I'm hoping that this works. I have an appointment at 10 o'clock this morning to put this thing back together. It's I'm just, you know, I know some of this stuff, it's crazy. I put up these long, all I'm doing is changing a cartridge in a shower valve, but let me tell you, sometimes it gets complicated, man. And I just wanted to let you know the trials and tribulations that I've gone through to try to get this job done and done right and keep the place in a safe condition, you know. When I left there, I did have 2 valve protection on the house. I closed the integral stops and they worked. There was no water dripping out of it, out of the valve body. And then we also turned the water off on the incoming water, the main, in the front of the house, and nobody's there. So I'm confident that nothing was leaking over the weekend, at least I hope so. But anyways, I'm gonna get there and I'm gonna put this thing back together and hopefully resolve this issue. The guy, he thought that he just needed a booster pump. And so hopefully I'm gonna have to bill him for at least, you know, an hour and a half or 2 hours for the time that I've spent running around trying to get these parts. But it's important. I was thinking that I should keep a log of all of this stuff. When I come across faucets and valves that I don't recognize or I learn something, put it in a binder and keep it in my truck, because I'm a new construction guy, man. I was an installer. That's what I did. We fucking banged houses out and We didn't do a whole lot of fixing shit. If it didn't work, it got replaced. So, you know, I'm just cutting my teeth, basically. I mean, I've been doing it for a while, but there are guys who have 35 years experience in service that couldn't plumb a fucking outhouse. And not to take anything away from them, because they're great plumbers, and there's all kinds of niches in plumbing. You can do a lot of different things. But I started my career, I love new construction. That's what I did. And I'm trying to learn my way and do the best that I can to get these jobs done, you know, keeping in the forefront, you know, the customer service. And this lady, when I texted her this morning that I have all the stuff, everything's ready to go, I can put that back together on Monday morning. I was there Friday, and by Monday this issue is resolved, and they're gonna have water back in this house, and they don't need you know, a booster pump. So I think she's gonna be very happy, and I'm sure that it's just another you know, notch in the belt's not a good term, but just a, you know, a plus for me. If they think they got the right guy. I mean, she was like, why didn't anybody else do what you did? That's what she was saying when I was there the first time. So, not to be pumping myself up or blowing smoke up my own ass. That's where I am with this job. I'm gonna get it finished up. And this is what it takes, man. Sometimes other guys will be like, yeah, you need a fucking new faucet, you know. What kind of challenge is that? It's not a challenge at all, man. So you try the best you can. You go down every fucking little, like it's like a maze, and sometimes you hit some dead ends. You got to turn around and go back and go down another fucking path. But it's more of a challenge than just, you know, I can just replace that. So anyways, I just wanted to share that with you. I know it's, you know, 3 videos on a cartridge replacement or low water pressure in the house is kind of crazy. You won't get that anywhere else. But I hope you enjoy these videos, and we'll get this thing wrapped up today. And hopefully this will be the final video on that one. Thanks. Hey guys, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that it's hotter than hell out here. Sweltering. I turned that out. See, I got over there in that corner, there's an outside shower. I got out of the pool yesterday because it was hot, man. The water in the pool is hot. Like at least as hot as I am. You know, 98 degrees or some crazy bullshit. I've never felt my pool that warm. But anyway, so I got out of the pool and went over there hoping that I could get a little bit of cooler water out of that shower over there on the cold side, just a Moe and Posi temp. And I turned it on, and Bella, she ran over there and she took a shower, man. She was like, I got it cooled down too. Not Gussie. Gussie smells like a bag of fucking asses. Yep. Old bag of asses. Gussie. He's a good man. What up, big dog? What up, big dog? Say, yeah, I stink. What do you want from me, man? I'm a fucking dog. I'm a wet dog with some dreadlocks going on, man. He's a good boy. Lion King. That's what I call him. This dude's got a mane like a lion. Say hello to the world, Gussie. Do you want to say hello to the world? Or do you want some snacks? He's like, what? Ginger snaps? Ginger snaps? You want some ginger snaps? Anyways, it's gonna be a nice day, man. We're halfway through August. Whew. Been hot, man. Everybody I talk to just keeps saying it's hot, it's hot. Yeah, wake up, people. It's called global warming. Anyways, that'll get me some backlash. Yeah. You see the shit that's happening out in Hawaii, man? Whole fucking island burning to the ground. Terrible, man. It's Monday, 9 o'clock in the morning, 86 degrees, 58% humidity. My shins are sweating. My damn shins are sweating. I can feel sweat running down my leg, y'all. Here we go now. Here we go now. I got a low branch in this driveway, man. I gotta make sure I don't turn my truck into a fucking convertible. You know what I mean? Alright guys, so I'm back here I'm gonna get this faucet put back together. I'm gonna clean this up first with some Scotch-Brite, both sides. Go from there. Actually, it looks really clean. Yeah, that's really clean. Okay, so this is a little crusty. Let me clean that. Alright guys, so got a little bit of grease that came with this, which I'm gonna use. It's kind of weird looking. Strange looking shit. Grohe grease. Cold, okay. So I'm gonna put some of this stuff on here. Throw this O-ring on. Okay, I need to make sure I'm putting that's the hot side. This is the cold side. So it goes in like this. And this actually was on the top. I don't know, guys. I don't know. There's two little tits in the back. And this doesn't seem to want to go in all the way. Like those tits aren't lining up. Let me see the other cartridge. Alright, so we got the cold side here. The tits are the same size. That's good there. I just need to get this in the right position. So this should go here. There we go.
So did you find the piece in that place where you're coming from?
Yes.
Oh, so they do have a invoice?
They didn't have the invoice, but they have the expertise
That's awesome.
to know where.
So this is no Home Depot, this is a place.
No, this is expensive stuff.
Where is this place?
This is out of it's called Watermark.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a manufacturer out of Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, wow.
And they make some really cool stuff. But, you know, thank God we were able to figure it out. It's got a Grohe cartridge, but it's a Watermark product. So it was a little tricky, but we got it.
That's where you see, because you have the expertise too. Like a new kid doing a plumbing job, he probably don't know about that.
That's right. Years of experience. And, you know, it's not about me knowing everything. It's me knowing who to go ask.
Exactly.
You know, the people who sell this stuff. All of these fancy houses in Sarasota,
They go there.
they go to Plumbing Place up there on Fruitville Road.
Okay.
So,
That's good to know.
so I wanna turn this to the off position, which it is. Okay, so that's off right there. And what these guys are the limits, stops. So I want all the hot water that I can get out of this thing. So I'm basically gonna stack them in the same position. This little clip holds them in place. And this goes in there. This is the part that I fixed. This goes in like that. And this goes in like this. Okay, so it's in the off position now, so I should be able to turn these stops on. Hopefully not get any water. That sounded good to me. Let me get this camera out of here. So everything's good. The integral stops are not leaking. You can see CPVC threaded right onto that, which is crazy. I would never do that. All right. Let me turn it on. Let's see if we're getting any water out of this shower head. This light's blinding. That's what we're looking for, guys. Full flow injection. Just want to check the hot. Well, I don't think she's got the water heater turned on. Alright, so that's good. Now it's time to just put this trim back on and wrap it up. I'm gonna put this goes like so. Look at how tiny this set screw is. The smallest one on this set screw, on this Allen wrench set. the smallest. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna go. I don't know what I should do. Put it like this. Or straight up and down. I'm gonna do straight up and down. That's how it was when I got here, because I remember seeing the screw. Not the screw, but the hole. Okay, guys, that's it. Let me get the shower head. Throw some Teflon on this, guys. Alright, guys, so I'm gonna put this shower head on. It does have a gasket in there with a screen. So that's pretty good. Let's see how it works, man. It didn't have any water pressure before. Get all my stuff out of here. I'm even gonna pick up the dead cucaracha. Hey guys. Imagine having that crawling on you when you're sleeping. It's happened to me more than a few times. Welcome to Florida. A free state. Ma'am? Nice shower, man. How's that? Better. That's nice. Feels good. It's strong. Yeah, so when they come, just have them see if it's okay. If it's okay, then we'll leave well enough alone. Okay? Let me get that tape off up there. Alright guys, I'm just gonna finish this off with some new DAP. Guys, get yourself a sponge, man. That's how you DAP. It's water soluble, clean up. Yeah,
I already told him you're gonna put it.
You turn it all the way up. That's a really good shower, I think, pressure-wise.
Yeah, that's what you wanted, you know, that's what they wanted.
Yeah.
Everybody. No, it's normal. I just opening the, you know, around the water in all the house.
Yeah.
And the kitchen, Friday didn't do that, but today is doing it. That like many times. It's like the pressure, like I push the water like
Yeah,
that.
and it comes shoots out.
Yeah.
That's because you're getting air somehow in this system. Maybe the whatchamacallit,
Heater.
yeah, it could be some gas coming off of that heater.
Because they also have this system for the water.
Yeah, they've got a booster pump. Oh,
Yeah,
they've got this thing. Yeah. Yeah, just let it flush out. You got to get all the air out. Let it run.
Okay.
Correct, yeah. And make sure, I know that you're shutting all the drains. I see when you leave, you want everything closed to keep bugs out. You also need to make sure, like that big tub, you run the water to get water in that trap, because it only takes about 2 weeks for that water to evaporate and the sewer gas can come up.
Okay. So
You know what I mean? Every fixture in the house,
you have to.
every 2-3 weeks, run the water.
Okay. Yeah,
The
that's
other-
the only one that we come weekly here.
Yeah.
That's the only one we don't ride that often because
Yeah.
the staining, you know, because of the material,
I
they owners
see
don't
it.
want it.
I
But I
saw
don't
it.
mind put a towel after, I mean.
Here, the other day I didn't, I turned that booster pump on. I turned the booster pump on in here. And I want to turn it off again. But they've got this is a pretty cool water heater setup. This is a Rheem booster pump for people. Like that tub in that bathroom is so big. This 50-gallon heater is the only one you can buy now. You're limited in a residential house, but this is not going to fill that tub with hot water. So that's why they needed this booster pump, and it heats it up. It's not a pressure booster, it's a water heater booster.
Okay.
So they can fill that, but I just wanted to make sure that I turned it off, because it was off when I got here. We're gonna leave everything. Yeah, that air could be gas that's being produced by the water heater because nobody's here. Anyways, you're all set. Let me get you a bill.
Yes.
All right, guys, we're all caulked and cleaned up. All right, guys, so that's it on that one, man. Small victory. We were able to get it together. It's working fine, and the woman seemed pretty happy, and they were actually, the homeowners were actually watching the video on YouTube of what I've already posted, and they were happy about that. They have a beautiful house in a beautiful community here, and hopefully I've earned a new customer. Anyways, that's gonna do it on that one. Have a great day. Hey guys, I'm leaving that shower valve job. I'm heading down to a job, a woman saying her toilet stopped up, and the address that she gave me it sounds familiar to me. I think it's in a community that I built the houses in. way back in the early 2000s, late 1990s. There is a woman down there who keeps calling me, and she's always, you know, in distress financially, unfortunately. And she was I guess she was a interior designer. But I went down there one time, and she had no money. Her water heater was just pouring water all over the place. She had no hot water. The cabinets were actually falling off the walls in the house from moisture, because she didn't have air conditioning. Kind of a mess, but I was able to get her fixed up. I called my supplier, Gorman Company, and I said, hey man, do you have like a dented water heater or anything? I said, you know, I'll put it in for free, but this woman is in dire straits, man, and I just need to help her out. And actually, that was, I was doing chemotherapy at that time. I was dragging my ass pretty bad, but I have a feeling this is the same place. I did the plumbing in this house, but Gorman Company, Mark Boyer, he said, I don't have, he said, I'll tell you what, he said, just come over here, I'll give you a water heater, man. He gave me a water heater for her. I picked it up, I went back to her house, took the old one out, put the new one in, and she didn't pay for anything. But she did write a beautiful letter of thanks to Gorman Company and myself. She was praising both of us. But yeah, sometimes, man, you just gotta help people, you know, when they're down on their luck. I know I've been helped, brother. I've been helped, man. So anyways, I'm gonna head over here and get this job. Hopefully it's just a closet auger type thing, not a stoppage main line. A lot of these people are using those damn Sandy wipes, and they just don't. You might as well be throwing a fucking wet face cloth down the toilet 10 times a day if you're a woman. I pull so many of them things out. They've increased my business a lot. Septic safe. Yeah. Oh yeah. Anyways, man, the clouds are building, man. It looks like it's ready to fucking downpour. We need it. We need the rain, man. Maybe cool it off a little bit. But alright, let me see what I can get into down here. It's always interesting. Yeah, this is the subdivision that we built way back when I first started my business. I think I was doing houses in here in 98, 99, and we did damn near every house in here. Beautiful neighborhood. Now I come in here, all these trees were babies, you know, because they clear cut this shit when you come in here. They put the roads in. I mean, they plow everything down. They replant everything. Oh, somebody's hit that a few times. Too bad. Got a couple people that like to drink in here. Seems like dangerous. Yeah, unfortunately for me, it looks like I'm heading straight towards that lady's house, and she's always crying poverty. Maybe not. Maybe not. built all these houses, guys. These two-story houses are an issue. You'll see probably where it's going. These 2 stories were a little bit of a challenge. Whew, doggy. I think it's gonna be, I don't know where it is, man. Feet. I need a, I don't know, man. I'm getting mixed messages from my GPS. Nope. It's starting to look like it is her house, guys. Ugh. Son of a bitch. Crane Prairie Way. Guys, we're here. Now, let's go see. Ominous looking clouds today. I'm happy that this is not the lady I thought it was.
I had a fixed it, I don't know, but I just want to make sure you check on it.
Okay, so
I
let
came on
me.
vacation, I had a GI issue, and so I.
Are you using those wipes? The flushable wipes?
No.
Okay,
No,
don't use them
No.
because they will. But I'll get you cleared up. It's most likely just a closet auger.
Yeah, I just couldn't do it, and I know, well, it's no sense in me messing around.
Yep, I get it. So let's see if by running this faucet, I may be able to get this thing to bubble, and that will tell me that it's a bigger issue.
Oh, okay.
If it doesn't bubble, then I know it's just limited to the toilet. So
Okay.
I'm thinking that's probably it. Let me just go get my closet auger, and we'll get you taken
Okay.
care of.
Perfect, thank you.
I love this community. Wow. What a beautiful.
Maybe I very rarely, I think we had, maybe one time I called.
What a beautiful piano. Is that electric baby grand?
It's electric, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you play?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Good for you.
I do.
Music is really good for the soul.
Sure is.
All right, let me
Thank
get
you
my
so
stuff. Yes, sir. Man, see that lightning? Some dangerous shitski. backing out here. Yeah! Ba 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 ba. Dee 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 dee. Skibble bitty bitty. Skabby bitty. There she goes. It's on special today too.
Excellent.
It's on special.
Really?
Yep. Because you're a previous homeowner. I mean, a previous house that I built.
Right.
The normal price is $1,000, so I'm gonna take 25 off for you.
Oh, you're good. Oh, that's good.
So it's $975.
Wow.
She's
That's
like, wow, that seems really high. I'm kidding with you.
I'm glad it's working.
So I'm gonna run it through one more time,
Okay.
just to make sure that it's clear.
You haven't been in the house 23 years.
23.
Yeah.
That was right around the time that I was building all these houses for U.S. Homes.
No kidding.
That was before. Did you buy it from them?
Yes. Yes.
When I drove up to this corner of this street, I remember, it's funny how I have a memory of all of these houses.
Really?
I tub set a lot of these houses on the weekends because we work 6 days a week. Guys, once you get in there, I always That's gonna do it, man.
That's it, huh?
That's all she wrote.
Wonderful. Excellent.
It's gonna be 75 for you, please. It's normally 150, but you have health issues, and I'm here to help.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Guys, another thing that I do, usually on these closet augers, this one is a newer one, I put a piece of Armorflex around this and I duct tape it. And what that does is, when you're rodding this out, you could end up marring the front leading edge of this toilet. I mean, they've got rubber down here to keep you from scratching down in the trapway, but I put Armorflex on this and it does a good job. You can rest this right on here without worrying. That's gonna do it, but that's a wrap. Hey guys, yeah, I totally remember working in this subdivision. Very vivid to me. I got a pretty good memory. I was telling her that we used to work Saturdays back then, you know, every Saturday. If my guys, it wasn't forced, but if they wanted to work, they could. And what that did for me as a business owner, you know, people are like, how can you pay them time and a half to do this stuff? Well, the reality of it is, if you're working 6 days a week instead of 5, you know, in 4 weeks you'd work 20 days. If you're working Saturdays, that's 24 days. That 24 days brings in a lot of extra money, and the additional money that you pay them, if you just divided 48 hours by 40, the amount of money that they made by 48 hours, you'd see that you're basically only paying them $1, maybe $1.20 more an hour to work fucking 48 hours a week. But that's, you're getting more money out of your fixed overhead. You know, you're paying rent all month for your building. You're paying for your trucks. You want them trucks. They're not making any money when they're sitting still. So if you're doing new construction, you really should crunch the numbers, and you'll see that working Saturdays, even though you pay time and a half, brings down your overhead cost a lot, because now you're dividing it by 24 days of work a week, a month, instead of 20. So it really worked out. My guys were always happy. Like I said, it wasn't forced, but they had the option to work, and most of them did. They liked what they did. Most of the time on Saturdays, it was tub sets or trim outs, pretty easy shit. No rough-ins for the most part. I tried to keep them during the week, because otherwise, if you're doing rough-ins on Saturday, you know, you're digging a hole deeper. If you're doing a tub set or a trim out, you're actually getting your head out of the hole. So that's how I did it. I don't know, you guys, if there are guys out there doing new construction, look at it. Keeping you guys working 6 days a week as an option, not forced, because then you're fucking, you know, running them like fucking sled dogs. But they enjoyed it, and we were really good at these houses, man. We just knock them out. Like one of these, this yellow one right here, I believe is a St. Charles model. I mean, we'd plumb that whole house on a rough-in in like 4 hours, man. We'd be at the fucking Frankie's Pizza around the corner by noontime, fucking pigging out, and I'd pay him for the whole day. But we were good at what we did, and I'm happy to come back and help these people in these communities. And like I said, they've really matured. All this stuff, all these trees were babies, man. She said she's been in here for 22 or 23 years. So that was right around 2000 when she bought this place. But all these trees, they spent a lot of money, this U.S. Homes, on landscaping and making these places beautiful. So anyways, that's gonna do it on this video, my friends. A quick closet stoppage, and I'm happy I could help that woman. Have a great day. Hey guys, Johnny Sunshine here. It's Monday, the 14th of August. I'm heading to a, just got a call. I just finished the closet stoppage. I just got a call. Guys got a, I guess they've been draining their washing machine into a laundry tub. Probably there's a standpipe and a trap for the washing machine, and that backed up, and they, instead of fixing that, they just pulled the hose out and stuck it in the laundry tub. But I'm gonna head over here. It's cloudy, kind of rainy, but I can tell you, man, it's probably dropped 15 degrees in the last fucking 20 minutes, man. I'm happy. First cool, my elbows feel cool, man. For the first time in 6 months, man. I almost want to cry. But yeah, back to reality. So I might head over there and see this, but on the way down here, I got to show you this company that just moved into town. Plumbing company. Had a great reputation. 30 years, 35, 40 years in the making. Had his name. The cleanest plumber in town. Leland Plumbing. And they were bought out by a company called Bullseye. And for some reason they decided to do away with that name, Leland Plumbing, immediately. And this business is on a main drag. And I just want to show you people who are planning on expanding and getting big. It's a tricky business, man. You got to do it right, or you're going to lose a lot of fucking money. So I want to show you what's going on at this guy's business at 11 o'clock on a Monday. I think I'm coming up on it right now. I want to show you how many trucks he's got sitting in the yard, which is not a good thing. I talked about in an earlier video about if your trucks are sitting, you ain't making no money. Let me see where this place is. It's coming up here shortly. Get her done! Yeah, here it is. See, he changed the name from Leland Plumbing. Look at all its trucks. That does not look like a business that's doing well. That parking lot should be empty, man. He fucked up by giving up that Leland Plumbing name and changing the whole face of the business. The old customers used to drive by there and see them yellow trucks with the cleanest plumber in town. I'm not saying that this guy's not a great plumber. I think he is. I think they do a great job, but he made a business mistake. Some guys are great plumbers, they're terrible businessmen. All I'm saying is that is not a good sign when you got 10, 15 brand new trucks sitting on a Monday morning in an area where you probably spent a couple $1 million on a business. That's not good. It won't be long before them doors are locked and the foreclosure sign will be on the door.